Now people can.
Looks like Bill's almost ready. He's getting everything unloaded.
We have two Emily's and Jacob.
Yep. Got them on here, so I know.
I hate those touch pads. Ugh. So Greg and Lee,
Just heard they're not going to be here.
I talked to Lee on the phone and she was debating whether she was just going to have another beer on her balcony.
That's where she is.
Yeah.
The
And I
balcony
said,
one
well, I
is-
know where I'd be.
Does she need to join us via Hangout?
What's that?
You can send her the link. Did you post post the link?
I have to individually
I don't think she really wants to be in the thick of it today. She said she didn't have anything she really wanted to talk about. She was just more concerned that we got all the T-shirts and stuff. That worked out great, by the way.
Good.
Cool.
Big push in the last 2 days.
I used that good old Drupal analytics and printed out how many men's, women's, and sizes and everything. And printed that page out, took it right down to
EC students, you think?
the 67.
That's most of them. Okay.
Did order a couple of extras, but I'll get to that.
It's not coming. You heard?
No,
Okay.
I just heard from Greg. He said, my question leads. Even if she did Lincoln,
Yeah.
Say supercalifragilistic, and she couldn't do
I don't
it.
think she'd do it.
No, I wouldn't bother her.
She just moved into a new house.
Oh, God.
She's been living in apartments for a couple of
Yeah,
years.
she just got a nice back porch or someplace that she
Yeah.
was relaxing,
Yeah,
watching the sunset.
and she's adjusting to the new schedule. It's her first day of school, first week of school, and she's got a new morning schedule, and it's pretty beat. So.
Oh, yeah. That would do you in.
Is Josh here?
Josh is not not here now.
Hmm.
Oh, this is the new one, isn't it?
Yeah,
Last
it is.
week.
Is it the regular, oh, it's the regular org meeting.
Yeah.
It's a regular order.
Oh,
So we don't
that's
discuss one for
right. Well, this-
May.
Oh, okay.
So should we start?
Jamie. Patrick.
Patrick, nice to meet you. I think we've met once at the Shrimp Shack.
Oh
Yeah, that was the same place. Yeah, I was going. Yeah, I remember that guy. Yeah.
I'm Jared.
Jared? Nice to
Jared?
meet you, Jared.
John.
I'm all.
Walt is our memory.
Institutional, we're the mics.
The two mics in stereo.
And on Hangouts we have two Emilys and a Jacob in there.
Howdy.
Hello.
That-
Emily of Jacob and Emily, and Emily of
Hello.
and there's the other Emily. All right.
Can you guys hear me okay on Hangouts?
Yep.
Yes.
I think I'm not going to go on just to conserve bandwidth.
Yeah, we can hear pretty much everyone, so that's good.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
Until John turns the mic off.
Oh, Sorry, I think it might be automatically turning the mic off 'cause I'm typing here. I'm just gonna finish this message.
Okay, so let's see. Let's see, which was the oldest one? The latest one's this one.
That's the latest one, yeah.
No, thanks. Kind of dark.
That's the regular meeting format.
Okay, I'll just write blood review.
I got one. I'm glad to see there's still one person with beer. In the good old days.
We used to have a mountain
Piled up on the table.
Did anybody notice, was the banner up on Holly
Yes.
Street? Yay, okay. I was in such a hurry to get here, I didn't notice.
Good old days before we got old and had drinking. Yeah.
Some of us quit drinking.
Your time will come.
It's
not the best
Old
part, it's
timer.
really cool.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't wish that on anybody, John. If I had a choice. Okay.
I think a life's got to be worth living, right?
Yeah,
That's right.
you just have to find other criteria.
I guess.
I
I wouldn't know.
Well, he's really rubbing it in tonight.
That's okay. Okay, so I guess we'll adjourn the meeting. I mean,
Okay.
we're out of here. Not adjourn. We'll start the meeting.
Convene.
Convene the meeting. Thank you. All right, so we always do blood business first, Bellingham Linux User Group, and what we do is anybody willing to make a presentation at the next blood meeting. It's usually about the newcomers. It's usually like a 20-minute presentation on something interesting, like
20 minutes?
or 30 minutes or 40 minutes, whatever you want to do, basically. So, anybody has any interesting?
Are we having one? Yeah. Yeah.
We will
May.
we will have one in May. And then the following meeting will be the .org will be focused on the Linux Fest evaluation and the meltdown review and kind of stuff. Okay, so
What about Josh? Would he do the one he missed?
that's a good idea. Why don't I make a note here to ask Josh if he got sick last time. So, Josh.
Let's see, the next, oh yeah, the meltdown meeting is what? It's May 14th. That's,
What's he saying?
He's just saying the date of the meltdown meeting is May 14th.
That's the next regular org meeting.
no.
Okay. Any more blood business? Nope. Okay. We'll move on to Linux Fest business. For the newcomers, what I usually do, because I'm kind of the treasurer, I usually give a report, bank balance and money spent and that sort of thing. So right now we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 sponsors that have paid, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 golds, and 1, 2, 3, 4 silvers that haven't paid. Let's see. Recent expenditures were, I just paid the last check of $590 to the treasurer, which is the final bill. That included like $474 sales tax and
500 or 5,000.
what?
How much did you pay the caterer?
I just paid him the remaining $594.66. That's the final payment. That was the $475 or something sales tax, plus $166 for the kosher option and something else, and all the rentals for the bar stools, things like that. So they're handling all the rentals too. So it's one package deal this year. We don't have to do any running around, and really pretty good deal. So anyway, that leaves us plus a bazillion more individual sponsors. That leaves us with a balance of $21,374.96. And we balance with the bank. That's always nice.
Did you say there were 3 gold sponsors that hadn't paid? Is that the number?
I thought he said 5.
5 that didn't.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 didn't pay.
Okay, so you're still waiting on them.
Yeah, and the 5th gold sponsor is Citrix, and they're gold plus CloudStack and Zen project, 2 silvers. So I just rolled them into one, and so it's actually 6 silvers that haven't paid yet. And I contacted all the delinquent. They're not really delinquent, but I pinged all of them except for the last 3 most recent ones, which were on the 2nd and the 7th. They were just recent applications, so I'll give them a little time before I start bugging them. Okay. Any questions about finances?
I spent some money, so there will be a receipt coming to you. It'll be $70 for the SSL certificate.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah.
Do you know how many bills we have outstanding that we're going to be paying out of that balance?
Okay, just off the top of my head, will be, I made the T-shirt order today, so there'll be $2,392 for T-shirts. That's let's see, 303 T-shirts. That's including the, let's see, 67 plus 5 extra, so that's 72 volunteer all red T-shirts. And
We don't need to go into detail, just kind of wondering about.
yeah, okay, so there's still $2,400 in T-shirts. There's going to be food costs, which we don't know yet. Raffle tickets, or not raffle tickets, but food tickets that'll be cash or redeemed. Then we'll have, we're going to be responsible for the salmon window. We obligated ourselves that if they didn't make a minimum of 50 a day sales in the special window that they're going to have open, we would cover that, whatever the.
Yeah, but that's taken up by the tickets. The sponsor, the individual sponsors.
Assuming all of them actually do the salmon dinner, but I'm going to guess most of them will.
Yeah.
We gave them the option of doing the salmon specialty dinner.
Yep.
Is that cost the same as the buffet?
It's slightly more expensive, but it's still within our profit margin.
So you've worked out how to tell the difference between the tickets? I guess we'll leave that up to the chef, huh?
The ticket will be the same. They can just use it on either one.
No, I'm talking about redeeming them.
Well, a ticket can get you the buffet, or it could get you the dinner. It doesn't matter.
You have to keep that.
Somebody's going to have to keep track when we redeem them. What was redeemed on what?
Oh,
Yeah, my understanding here, Jacob, is that the cost for each of those things is slightly different. The salmon dinner was a little bit more,
yes.
and so if somebody buys a ticket, to go through the buffet and then walks over to the salmon thing, that we have a bit of a problem.
We'll probably need a Sharpie and a person when they collect the money to just mark the ticket or something. Put a slash for one and put a plus for the other or something.
Why not just have them pay the difference?
What?
Why not just have them pay the difference if they want to upgrade to the salmon dinner?
Because that's, well, one, not part of the deal, and two, that sort of makes for a crappy end user experience.
Was that part of the deal, the special salmon dinner?
They can do that if they want. Yeah.
We decided that last time.
It was? Okay.
So we just need to have a marker. I mean, it doesn't need to be high tech. They just need to delineate, and it's a simple problem to fix, I think.
Okay.
How difficult is it to get two different color tickets?
That's the problem, is you won't know until they're actually there. So
Get the food. The bags are free back.
Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it. The chef can figure it out.
yeah, no, he can delineate, and it's easy to do.
You can take tickets at two different stations, I guess, or something. I don't know. All right. Let's see. Then Jacob has some expenses. You have 200, 600, about, let's see, 6, 7, 8, about 900 and something dollars in expenses to get reimbursed for thermal label barcode printer and a bunch of, they're not Raspberry Pis, they're something else, right?
Well, we have 5 Raspberry Pis, we have 2 media machines, and we have 1 sort of super Linux media machine for raffle prizes and e-signage.
And they're going to be raffled off on
Sunday.
Okay, so all the Raspberry Pis, the Armada Mach 8, and the Keydocs M8 are going to be raffle prizes, right?
Yep.
Okay, because I got to put that on the letter to the Bellingham Police Department.
Okay.
And then I'll have expenses out for the stickers, which is about 280, and then of course all of the brochure and things like that we'll be printing.
So, okay, so that, what were I can't remember, the brochures were a couple thousand, right?
Yep. Figure you'll probably just come in and pay for those yourself. You won't need reimbursement for that.
Right.
Well, we're just trying to figure out what more expenses we had a question on the floor about what we were anticipating as expenses. And then we got the venue for BTC, which is about, what, $1,200 or something. And then one of the things I was going to bring up tonight, and I was going to ask Greg about, Mike's here, so I'll run it by you. Is the exhibit hall alarmed? Is it locked up, and is there an alarm system in that hall?
I don't know about the alarm system, but they do lock it up at night.
Yeah, I was wondering if we did have an alarm system, we wouldn't have to worry about hiring a security guard.
Oh.
That's another like $700 and something dollars.
Yeah. Good thought.
So
Yeah, we could ask.
might be worth.
Yeah, ask these folks about
Yeah.
alarm.
Well, the building's alarmed, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the building is, when the building closes, it's got an alarm system on it, so that's enough.
Yeah, well, that's what we want to know.
Okay.
Yeah. Because there's not going to be anybody in there but us on the weekends. So anyway, is that
Yes.
okay? Let's see. So that pretty much covers.
Is that Jake you're working with on that? Is Jake at BTC the one you're working with on the facilities rental?
No, the facilities rental, I get an invoice right from BTC.
Okay, we'll find out.
Yeah, I think Greg gets that initiated.
Something happens when we get billed.
Okay. Well, good. Those are good raffle prizes for Sunday. And so, as long as we're talking about expenditures, so far, O'Reilly's had a big shakeup in their management, and I lost Marcy Hennon as a book person, and the new person will not give out books for the raffle. I did get a bunch of books from Pearson, and I got a bunch of books from No Starch Press, so that was cool. I got all the 10-inch tablets, the Android tablets from HP delivered today, plus some miscellaneous stuff. Without listing all the raffle prizes, we could sure use it for our raffle prizes to sweeten the pot. I put a plea out to the list, and all I got back was Joshua Drake wanted to give 2 bottles of whiskey, and I told him that we couldn't give alcohol as raffle prizes. The Washington State Gambling Commission wouldn't. Alcohol and guns, they're really against, and both at the same time they're really against.
I would like to see
And
that
you give tobacco?
like get raffle basket.
Yeah, pistols, ammo, bottle of whiskey. What else we got a guy want?
Tobacco, cigars.
Yeah.
You could raffle off cigars.
Yeah. So anyway, and I got the only other offer I got was. Oh no, I did get a computer offered from Puget Systems, and I did get the legacy computer from Pogo, the computer silver sponsor deal from Pogo. So we got a couple of workstations to give away and some HP slates. But it'd sure be nice to have us throw in a couple other things for Saturday, like. Last year we bought a Chromebook, and what else did we buy? We bought something else.
So, Bill,
Yeah.
we were talking registration folks about possibly getting 2 more tablets to raffle off on probably Sunday. That would be different from the HPs. And then I was also thinking we could also get some more items between the 50 or $25 to $75 mark, random keyboards, other things like that, to help boast other items to get the count up if we don't have those.
Okay. So, give me some raffle ideas.
Keyboards.
Really nice gaming keyboards would be cool.
What's that?
A really awesome gaming keyboard would be awesome.
What keyboard?
Gaming keyboard.
Gaming keyboard.
Emily, do you have like a link that you could send?
Sure.
What was that?
Razer Black Mamba.
Ooh, Razer Black Mamba?
I'd recommend that one.
We could also give away SSDs.
I think all of them are named after snakes. All their parts are.
Yeah, I really like the Corsair keyboards.
SSDs, solid state drives.
You mean like internal ones or external ones?
I think you mean thumb drive.
Internal, like a 240 gig.
Oh, internal ones.
And also external we could do as well, because those are coming down in price.
If you wanted to go to the $500 to $600 range, we could do a 3D printer.
Oh,
That would get a lot of interest.
yeah, it would. You have suggestions?
I've got a very detailed chart that does all kinds of model comparisons, so I can post that link.
Okay.
Prices ranging from 360, 350, 360, and they go all the way up, of course, to 20 or 30,000.
Yeah, I would suggest going the bottom end with it, because I mean, we wouldn't get any more draw from ones that are a couple $100 more than the others. And we have to remember, we can only bring in $5,000 total over 2 days for the raffle proceeds. So if we spending a little bit's good, but too much would be not productive. Okay,
So do we run the raffle pretty much like here are the tickets that can be sold, and once we hit our limit, then we don't sell anymore? Or is that...
yeah, I'm trying to figure out the logistics with that. It might be that we sell, we have 2 rolls available for Saturday, and there's 2,000 in a roll.
Mm-hmm.
And then we usually don't quite use up the whole second roll on Saturday, so we could do that plus 1,000 on Sunday. So whatever's left over, we can sell on Sunday, which is a slower day, and
Sure.
and just limit the number of tickets sold.
So yeah, so we
That's
don't
an easy way to
get
limit
ourselves caught.
Is that $5,000 just for the raffle and the donations and stuff, t-shirt sales?
No, it's specifically the raffle, and it's a yearly cap, and we can have 2 raffles a year, and we're using up both our allocations on Saturday and Sunday. So we're okay. For you guys, it's the State Gambling Commission, and we're considered a nonprofit, unlicensed raffle. So there's all these like hoops we got to jump through. I have to notify the local police department and list all the raffle tickets, or not the raffle tickets, all the raffle prizes, who donated them, how much they're worth, and all that kind of stuff, and give it to the cops like 5 days before the raffle. So anyway.
Bill, I'll send you a few list items of some ideas in the lower price range, because it sounds like we have a lot of high items, which is great. But it would be great to get some more if we're lacking swag items in the lower range.
Yeah, it'd be fun to have a bunch of stuff. It doesn't cost anything. I mean, we just increases the activity and fun of the raffle.
More winners.
More winners. Yeah.
Yeah. Because we can do 64 gig USB 3 sticks for $25.
Send me those links, Jake.
Okay.
And I'll order a bunch. I've got an Amazon Prime also. I can order it.
Great.
And I can deduct the money right out of our weekly account.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, speaking of accounts, Jake, I tried to register as an individual sponsor, and the PayPal wouldn't let me purchase the sponsorship with the same email address as the account was under.
Oh, sucks for you.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to save myself out a t-shirt just because I can.
Get one for being a volunteer, you can get a red shirt.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that's enough of that. So security guard, question mark, the building's alarm. We talked about the caterer, the t-shirts are ordered, raffle prizes. Let's see. Oh, CSS Northwest. Greg thought we would need CSS Northwest again. You guys did get an increase in bandwidth, but he wasn't sure. He didn't think that would be enough to handle what we want to do. So I guess we'll have to talk to Greg.
We'll have to talk to Greg about that.
Okay.
I don't know if he got a hold of Nick Dam, who works there, and he was having trouble getting a hold of Nick. Because he was part of the leadership last year. So,
Around there playing.
And one of the reasons I'm real curious is the bandwidth is your problem, but my problem is the table allocation. And right now we're sold out max, and we've got one table reserved for, it says on the chart, CSS Northwest or BTC. And then the next one is Net Ops right out next to it. So right now I've got let's see, I've got KDE and Ubuntu doubling up on a table, and I've got some feelers out for somebody try to get another community project to double up. The resistance I've got is everybody's got big 6-foot banners and they want to use the whole banner on the table. Nobody wants to share the banner space. But I'll find somebody if we need them. Anyway, it'd be nice to know if CSS was if they're gonna want a table or just have a sponsorship notoriety, mention on the page,
Fine.
like a silver sponsor or something. Anyway. Okay, so I think that's all I got. Let me look at the memory here. Jacob or Emily with an IE.
Yep.
Did you happen to order the totem stickers?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
They'll be shipped to your house.
Great. Thank you. Did you ever hear from Martin on the signage?
Emmy?
Jacob, I thought you were talking to him.
Oh, well, yeah, I did talk to Martin, and he said he would contact you if he needed any artwork for signs.
Yeah, he hasn't sent me anything.
He hasn't contacted you? Okay.
I did make I have a list or a map of signs. It sounded like that might be helpful. I can send that over to Mike.
Jake, does it include parking signs, or is it just internally or in the campus?
Parking and campus. Both.
You need to separate them. One goes to Martin, one goes to Mike.
Yeah, the internal stuff would go to Mike, and then Martin would handle the parking stuff.
Okay.
Is Jacob going to email that?
I don't know.
Jacob,
Yeah, I'll email that one. Yeah, in just a moment here.
Judy?
Okay. Mike, do you have anything from your end?
This student in charge of signs was thinking about 16. If we do like we did last year, we're thinking about 16 of the small poster-sized penguins can go on sandwich boards, and then about 16 arrows that would be separate, so we can point them whatever direction we need to point them for the corners and for around campus. So should I email that to Emily as far as, do we want to get that printed, or do we want to just do that on a black and white 11 by 17? Or
It'd be great if you can email it to me, and then I'll mock something up so we can get printed out when we print the brochure.
Okay, so at this point, all I know is the 16 penguins and 16 arrows. But maybe we should look at that map from last year that Jacob's got to see if there's something else we want to put on there.
Yeah, I'll send this to both Martin and you, Mike.
Okay. And then the other thing he was wondering about was setup for the devices. And I said, I think you were planning on being here pretty soon, or soon enough before the fest, and you're going to bring the devices up, or
Which devices?
how do we want to get them programmed?
Devices, are you talking the reader board?
Yeah, for the schedule for the E sign.
Oh yes, yeah, we have a guy down here in Portland who's got those pretty much done. Well, supposedly done. But yeah, they'll be up with me when I'm up there a week from today, actually.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. So there's not probably much for him to do besides figure out how to deploy them.
Yep.
Okay, good. That's all I have.
Cool.
Jacob and Mike, you guys were working on registration.
And we've got 2 new organizers to lead the registration team, Jared and Pat.
Right.
Great. Nice.
You guys are a lifesaver.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. Not sure what we're doing, but a lot hard.
That's great.
Great.
And so one of the things we had a conversation, and I started up a Slack channel for us to talk about registration. I saw you two join, so that's great.
Yeah, so that's set up. There was a phone conference a couple days ago, talked about some stuff that could be done. I am not going to be doing much in registration.
Jacob, can you organize a couple of, maybe a SIG meeting or two, and is there a place available where you guys could meet that?
Yeah, I mean, I guess to be clear, you know, I'm going to be, I think the way we see it is the 3 of us will be collaborating on how to set up the logistics for it, and you know, either Jared or Patrick will lead the students, sort of be that point person to get everyone managed on the VTC side, whereas I'm going to be working more on the technical side, and Jared or Patrick will be helping me on that with check-in on the technical side. So we'll probably do a probably have a SIG meeting here sometime between now and Tuesday-ish. Actually, no, we'll need to have a SIG meeting today or tomorrow, so we can order scanners, because we have not done that yet, and then so that they'll come in time. And then I'll be up next Thursday, and I presume we'll have, maybe we can meet a little bit before the org meeting, and then there's the org meeting, of course.
Good guys? So Jacob, when are you guys going to be up here in town?
A week from today.
A week from today. Okay.
And Mike, the only thing from BTC is the machines. My hope is that you know.
Just a second, Jacob.
Okay.
Mike, he's talking to you.
Oh, to me?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm listening.
So the only thing we need from BTC is machines. We'll need 4 machines. It would be great to have 5 or 6, so that we have 2 backups. But get those set up, and that might not happen until I actually get in town. But my hope here is that both Patrick and Jared will get trained up on how we build them, so that I don't have to be leading that for next year.
Okay. So just standard towers, nothing special?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we can figure something out. How soon do you want to have like a couple of machines next week? Actually, yeah. Okay, I think we've got a few spares in the hardware lab that are fully functional. They're about 3 or 4 years old, but we could try them out and see if they work. Otherwise, we may have to wait till that Thursday to pull machines out of the classroom that are more current.
I think what happened in previous years, well, no, I think they took an older machine, because I believe they just had all 4 machines there. They got 1 machine up and running, well, and then like the Tuesday or Wednesday beforehand, they got the rest of them running. So I don't know which machines those were, though.
Okay. Well, we'll do some tests, or if you guys can do some tests and see if the machines that we've got will work. Then we'll see if we have to rob some from another classroom.
Okay. I mean, the older ones should be fine. Yeah. They just need to run Chrome. Or
yeah, so that should be fine.
So you're just using them through the web connection to you're not installing anything on the machine itself to do registration.
No. And The biggest thing I think actually besides the machines is the network down there to make sure that they have a good network connection on both sides. They were in a VLAN last year basically to make sure because it's not a local connection, it's going through the net. So we need a good network connection down there.
Okay, so we need to have the registration team talk to the networking team about making sure that's on the right VLAN.
Yeah.
Well, those machines need device drivers for the printers?
The SUS Studio image we have has those drivers already, and my hope with the printers I just ordered is that they're the same printer, so they should work with the same drivers as last year.
I was just, is this a good time to bring up the tutorium? Let's see, wasn't it with Andy?
Yeah. So Andy had gotten several students who would be willing to volunteer to help out, and we could, pursue getting them and some other people to volunteer. But what's really missing is to have some sort of point person captain for the who can keep it all on track. So we got some people who are willing to be, part of the team, but not anybody at this point would lead it. And so that's the real need there. You could obviously, if you had somebody who would do that for the whole thing, that would cover it. But the other alternative is if you had 4 people and they could each take half of a day, then we could get it covered as well. Or, but without somebody to lead it there, I'm afraid that we're going to have a whole lot of people just sort of looking at themselves and saying, "What am I supposed to do?"
Well, there's not much that actually gets done. I mean,
Yeah.
it works. There's work getting them set up, and there's potentially work. I'm not sure what we did last time. Restoring them back to their the machines that we use back to their original configuration. Mike, do you know, are we expecting to have a volunteer team for the tutorial? The last couple of years we've had.
Yeah, we can have some students.
Do that. I mean,
Well, we've got a few more students now that have learned some Linux, so.
yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, if we had if we could find someone, a student who could be in charge of like the tutorial captain, I could train that person a little bit because it's not that big a deal.
Everybody that got 80% and better on your test.
Yeah,
and wants extra credit.
Yeah,
wants extra credit.
Yeah,
that's a serious option. Rank 240 advanced Linux class. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Curious, Mike, how many people are interested? Like, do you have a feeling for how many people are interested in volunteering because they want to volunteer versus how many people are doing it because it's part of their class?
Oh yeah, that's usually about a third are excited about the fest, and about 2/3 are doing it because we make it a requirement for our classes.
Nothing's changed.
They get converted while they're doing it, though. Most of them end up being excited about it. But right now, I've had lots of emails that say, "Is this a requirement? Does it really mean volunteer?" So.
Venture volunteerism.
Probably the biggest downside for them is on the weekend.
Yes. Yeah, and it used to be opening day of fishing season.
Yeah.
I don't know if it is this year or not.
Isn't the beer fest happening the same?
That's in the evening, yes.
Yeah.
That's in the evening, so there's no conflict.
We think they have it bad now. Wait till they get on a real IT department, they get hired, and they're like in the midnight backup team or something.
We were talking about that earlier.
They ain't seen nothing.
Real
yet.
life.
Yeah.
But I think that would be excellent if we can identify a student who'd be, really wanting, it would be a good choice to be a sort of a team captain there, and John could train him. Then that would be super.
Yeah, I think that's doable because it's not that much. It's mostly just an open drop-in center, and once it gets set up, and somehow in the last 2 years, I think the students did the setup. I think.
If they have distributions, all they have to do is run a bunch of installs. And
Yeah.
Right. Or maybe does the college can like re-image the original thing back? Is that right? Because I know we didn't in past years we were responsible for like fixing things and stuff like that, but we didn't do that last couple of years. Anyway, we'll figure that part out.
You can check,
oh,
but usually
because those machines were in another part of the campus. Now we're using our CNET machines to do the tutorium, and so we're just using our own drive.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
Yeah. So we don't have to re-image them.
Oh, okay.
you
Good.
just pull them.
Excellent. Makes it even
Great.
easier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, it sounds like that works.
And then basically you just have to, you could have people assigned to cover different time slots,
Right.
Yeah.
And so long as they knew the distribution.
And if you couldn't get anybody, you could just close it, have the tutorium open for certain hours too.
That's possible.
Well, I'm trying to. I've been talking to everyone I can in Plug to get Plug people to stop by and just hang out for an hour and answer questions and things like that. We get that would help quite a bit. Unfortunately, I'm going to be doing the video stuff, and that's going to be I'm going to be doing something with the laptop on video.
Well, I wonder, I'll send an email off to TACLUG and GSLUG
Oh yeah,
and
that
see
would
if
be
I
good.
can get any people to just kind of heads up, drop by the tutorium and help out.
Just spend an hour answering questions.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah, if we can get a lot of people to just volunteer in a lot of the different places, I'm sure at BTC, I know at Western, they have these kind of tutorial sessions where it's sort of like get together and help each other. So anybody coming there can either come try to get their questions answered or answer other people's questions and kind of this share, give and take.
Yeah.
But if we have somebody identified who can be the captain, and they could have some other people working with them that they could divide that up, but we sort of need to have that leadership cap to point to say how keep it moving here. Otherwise, people will be wondering, who do I talk to? What do I do? And I mean, I don't think it's complicated. I think we could do that. It's just a matter of getting it done.
I'm sure we can find some.
I think we can get a team leader of the students.
Yep.
Who can just like divvy up somebody monitoring the place.
Right.
The question as to their depth in Linux, though.
Right.
So
that's where the lug people come in.
Yeah, the lug people can all do their thing. That'd be great.
Yeah, that would be great.
So yeah, we should be able to get a team captain for students.
Is the room you're going to allocate to the tutorium, is there an overhead projector and everything where somebody could maybe do an ad hoc demo on LibreOffice or something like that too, if they wanted to, if they felt inspired?
Yeah.
It wouldn't have to be scheduled in the schedule or anything.
So Jacob, what room are we using for them? For the
What?
tutorial? What room are we using for the tutorium?
The one in the middle, so 202? I think 203 is the corner room, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we put the stinky kids in the back corner.
The game room.
And the student, Andy's gotten some volunteers from three or four students at Western, part of the Association Computing Machinery and Women in Computing Association of Women in Computing.
Are they Linux people? Do you know a little bit Linux?
I believe so. Because
probably
she was
answer lots of questions.
Yeah, they're used to doing that whole thing, but I just wanted to mention that because we potentially have some students volunteering who won't be there because they're going to get it's a requirement and won't be from BTC, and so it'd be a chance for intercollegiate activities will be neat. Well, we'll avoid because we'll all be sweet, right?
Okay. And as far as security goes, I mean, there will be just one person Mike, it'll be assigned like a room monitor like the other, so there'll always be like a BTC person around. So.
Yeah, the room captain thing.
Yeah.
That's on our list. That's our biggest staffing issue.
Yeah.
Is getting room captains.
Well, speaking of room captains, can we move to the next thing then? We got the schedule out. And so we're now soliciting people to add things to their schedule. The only change that may happen is, my hope is that people are going to add things to their schedule. And if we notice some really lopsided room counts, we may move some rooms that are currently in, but we're not going to move the time that they're at. But yeah, so far it looks good, and I think it's the earliest we've released the schedule so far. So I'm happy about that.
So Jacob, did you get that email from the one guy that canceled today?
Yeah, he had two, and he's replacing one and canceling the other.
Right.
I'm hoping maybe we can find someone to talk on his behalf. I can see what I can do, but yeah.
Where does he work?
What?
Do you know where he works?
I need to find it.
Which one was that?
His first name is Spencer.
Oh, he's at PDX. He's at Portland State.
Oh, okay.
Was there ever a decision on sending letters out to people whose presentations were not accepted?
There should have been notes.
I never got one.
Okay. There was supposed to be a note that went out that said, hey, we're had a lot of requests. We appreciate this. There's the off chance that we may have a cancellation, and you might be contacted, but don't hold your breath. And thanks for participating. There was also something on the list too, where I guess there's a fest going to be held in Spokane, and they were wanting to have the people who were able to present. They were going to offer them a chance to go to Spokane and present. But anyway, that's getting off of your question. Jacob, did we actually send out an email to folks saying we're sorry, but we were unable to accept your presentation?
No, that's one of the things I've slipped through the cracks. I can send that out though now that we got the rest of the stuff done. It just was lower priority than other stuff, so I'll get on that.
Yeah, it would be good to get that out because it's awfully close, and it's a terrible feeling to be left hanging there, wondering what happened.
Yeah, that's yeah. Okay, there's no reason why we can't do it, so I'll just do it tonight. I'll do it. I'll start working on it right now.
Very good. Thought that had already happened.
Let's see, Jacob, do you have any issues with the Friday night party?
Nope. In fact, I got to send out a marketing email to everyone, as well as to our social networks and all of that. Fedora has some volunteers. We have buy-in from the local gaming group. We should be all set to go. We'll take a trip to the store. We'll probably order some pizzas, and yeah, it should be a good old time. Right now, estimating it'll cost about $1,500 total. So it'll be good, and it starts at 6:30.
Just FYI, TAG is having their Tech Expo Friday night again.
Oh.
So there will be an overlap between the game night and their festivities.
Do you know, are they down at the Lakewood, where they were last year?
Lakeway?
Or Lakeway?
Sure. Do you know where the TAG Expo is?
It's going to be Lakewood.
Okay.
Lakeway,
Yeah.
A little note on TAG. Meg, who's I don't forget what her role is with TAG, but she wanted to do some cross promotion, and I really didn't feel comfortable with advertising her event on our mailing list for Friday night when we were trying to promote the Friday night party at the Hampton. Yeah, the game night. So what I did is I suggested, and she was up for this, but she didn't know. I don't think she knows if she can actually carry it out. But I gave her some ad artwork and told her if she could put an ad on her website, the TAG website, that we'd do the same, make her a media sponsor, and list her logo on the media sponsor section, and then have that link to their website where their event is advertised, and vice versa, basically. So that would be a good way to cross promote without really, you know, detracting from for a conflicting event. You know what I mean?
Sure.
To play devil's advocate, for those people in our community who are looking for a job, we might be doing them a service. Let them know that there's this job fair going.
And the audiences for the two events are not likely to clash too much. I mean, if you're looking to be at the game night and do board games, it's, you got a whole different other set of ideas about what you're doing than if you're looking to go over and talk to companies about your resume and a job.
I mean, I could do that. I mean, I could put an announce on our fest list and on the blood list.
I think the announcement should mention that these two events are more or less simultaneous, although the TAG event, I think, ends around 8, and ours is going to run quite a bit longer.
How late does your event run, Jake?
It runs till midnight. Actually, if you send me some information, when I do, so I'm trying to not send out too many emails to everyone, but I was hoping to send out a general program email that would include the Saturday party as well as the Friday party, and so I need details for the Saturday party, but I think that also might be a decent time to just plug the TAG party as well, and we can basically mention, you know, why you may want to go to one or the other.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, and then let each person decide for themselves.
Yeah.
You're on mute, Emmy.
And the folks who want to go to both could go over, talk their resume for a little while, and then split on over to the game night.
Jacob, I'm forwarding your her post about their tech expo here.
Okay.
I think there's been some change in leadership over with TAG. I think she's new this year in that position, and so it'd be nice to see us, you know, look for collaborative opportunities like this. You know.
Yeah, so she is the executive director, and the executive directors of TAG are there for a year or two.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a formal rotation policy or not.
Nice.
But like Summer Cronk was executive director for only 2 or 3 years, and I don't know how long Meg is going to be there. I don't know, and I don't know if it's a plan to always be a short tenure or not.
So Andy and I did a lot of promotion over at Western, and if you go out onto the Western event calendar at the computer science department, you see the TAG event and Linux listed on their calendar where they weren't last year.
That's a nice step forward.
Yep. Yeah. So, and we volunteered to do resume writing workshop that'll be coming up and some other things, and trying to, collaborate with the students, as to a wider circle than just their department at school and all like that. So I think that's a good thing. It's always nice to let people know, I think, where we've had some successes, because there's been some we've taken a run and hit our heads against the wall a number of times. Got the bloody mark to show for it.
Hey, Jacob?
Yeah.
I just forwarded you that announcement she put out.
Yep, I see it.
Yeah, except I just realized there's no links or anything. It doesn't say what the address is or where the party's at or anything on it.
uh,
I think she's new at this.
Jesus. I think it's listed though on the tag
Oh,
website
yeah, website. Let me see.
with the
so, hey, Mike. Or, sorry, Mike Titus.
Yeah. Ooh, this is agonizingly slow.
Okay.
What?
Wow. Oh, we just the tag website is like a.
You guys, I'm losing you. Uh-oh. John!
something.
There you go, you're back, John.
Like, what's that?
You're back. You're fading there.
Oh, I was gone?
Yep.
Oh, okay. It's the tag website that's doing it. I'm going to get out of here.
The website's crappy.
Oh, it's got something going on with it that's like using up 100% of my CPU.
Those are handcrafted pixels you're seeing.
He's deliberately displayed.
Whoa. Okay, I close it and we're back to normal. Yeah.
Hey, Jacob,
Yes.
are you still?
Yep.
Uh-oh.
For a second there, I heard
Okay, I just sent you the. Okay, Jacob, I just sent you the link to their expo. They had it kind of buried in their website, so I sent you a direct link for there. You can put with that announcement.
Got it. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Wow, my load average has gone to 13. Good Lord.
I don't even want to know what my load average is.
Wow.
That's not
Okay,
bad. It's
well-
only 4.3.
Jacob or Emily, either Emily's, do you guys have anything else?
I think we're looking all right. We have.
I just thought of something, Jake.
Yeah.
We need to have a little SIG to assign tables and booths to the exhibit hall.
Oh, yes, we do. Bill, I sent you a invite to our Slack channel. If you could, we can chat more about that there as well.
Okay.
And oh, just to let everyone know, we have 122 individual supporters and 576 registrations so far.
Right.
So not too bad. That's about on par. Actually, a little ahead of last year. So, I think otherwise we're looking pretty good. John will want to up the server probably. I don't. Do you have any monitoring or any ways to track what the load is on it?
There's stuff that Amazon does. Their cloud whatever thingy.
I guess I'd just ask if you could look at see how it's doing. We may want to up it closer to the fest. Actually, we definitely want to up it the day of because we'll be hitting the registration page with those.
The last couple of years, I've upped it a couple of days before the fest.
Yeah.
Maybe a week. We had something like that. So we'll do the same.
Cool.
I got a question for you about the SSL stuff. So
Yeah.
SSL is available. We're not forcing it for logins or anything like that. Do you want to do that?
If you could set that up, that'd be great.
I can set that up, yeah.
Okay.
I think I've seen the Drupal 7 module that forces you to use SSL once you log in.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't want to do SSL for the whole thing because I believe SSL. Well, actually, because we're not using Varnish, I guess SSL could possibly do Drupal cache. We just want to make sure anonymous users are getting cached hits.
Right. I think the one I was looking at was secure login. And it keeps if it's anonymous users, they don't have to use SSL. But once you log in, the login page and everything after that, once you've got a session, then it's SSL.
Cool. Yeah, if you want to set that up, that would be awesome. We're actually automatically right now. Deployment is sort of happening automatically. So if you push a module to the Git repo, it'll pop up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
What user do you use when you push the?
Well, you can use any user to push it to Git. So if you're, don't download it on the. Do you have it set up locally?
No.
Then,
I don't think I have the Git repo info.
okay. I have a user for you somewhere here, but probably not. Oh wait, no, I have your SS. I can email you it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you give me the Git info, I can push it in. I'll be okay.
Yeah, I have your public key, so it should be all set. I'll just I'll send you that information.
Okay.
So Jacob,
Yeah.
on the personal schedule, putting presentations and things onto your own personal schedule there, does it do any check to make sure that people haven't added talks that happen at the same time?
Nope, and we don't really want to because some people want to actually add multiples and then just.
Yeah, like I intentionally have multiples so that I know to drop in on possibly a couple of them depending on how each one goes.
Yeah. Because I was just thinking about what you had said earlier about switching rooms on things, and I'm wondering how much inference we're going to be able to make out of people, saying which thing they're going to go to. That might be. I mean, what you might find is that all the anal retentive people who are going to go to the algorithm thing all sign up, and nobody cares about the free open license one to sign up, but it winds up being the thing that'll be most attended. So it may be kind of dicey to try to make any judgments about that, unless of course you have 50 people sign up for something that's only got room for 30.
Yeah, so we have a little bit of previous data when we used to do this a little more intensely. We actually aggregated counts from what sessions have rooms, and we were it was a pretty good correlation. It was about 80%. And so basically the only things I'm going to look to move rooms is that if we made an error in judgment on, we thought something wasn't going to be very popular, we put in a smaller room, and then something that was something that was in a smaller room was really, really popular, and something that was in a big room didn't have anyone signed up, I would swap those two. I don't plan on that really happening. That might happen once or twice, but I'm hoping that we'll actually not have that happen much, if at all.
Yeah, because that could might cause more disruption, and we could wind up switching things in error. So
there are other conferences that let you do the same thing, add multiple things to schedule.
Yeah, and I agree with that being a good feature, but at least for myself, I've fallen out of actually creating a personal schedule of what I was going to go and see because, it just didn't seem to buy me as much as, being there and, having marked up, my program for the day, that's hanging around my neck as far as what I was going to go and do.
Well, it certainly is not a, like I said, it's not everyone who does it, but the data that we've seen in the past indicates that there's a correlation. So we look at those numbers, and if there is a healthy correlation, we may make the switch. But it's not like if we see one room that's smaller and has 20 people, and one room's larger. One room's smaller and has 30 people, and one room's larger and someone has 25 people. We're not going to switch those rooms. It's like, if a larger room has 5 people and a smaller room has 40 people, then we'd be like, okay, maybe we're going to swap those rooms. But I would encourage everyone who does plan to go to see things to check things on your schedule if you are planning to do it, because that definitely helps. It helps us plan. So
who's going to make that call as far as switching rooms? Is that something that the presentation committee is going to look at the data and switch it, or is that something you're going to do?
I'll announce it in the presentation Slack. So everyone should be getting an email invite to that, and just if there's interest, we can talk about it. Otherwise, it's just an administrative thing.
So, Jacob, I got some video questions.
Yes, so that was the other thing. Video, I need to get confirmation tomorrow or Monday, but there is a chance that this might end up getting kiboshed.
Uh-oh.
The person who said it would be great no longer works at the association anymore, and when I checked with the new people, they were a little more like, huh, what? So the biggest problem right now that we're looking at is if the palette for DrupalCon is going out before Linux Fest, because DrupalCon was only 2 weeks after Linux Fest. If the palette goes out on Monday or Tuesday, then we're fine. But if it goes out, the Friday before, then that wouldn't work. And I'm trying to get a confirmed number, yes or no, on that, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Okay. The other question I had was, is there any audio included?
I need to go look at them specifically. What I've been told is there's some audio included. I don't know if some means half of them or most of them or what. So, yeah.
I've been looking around BTC, and there's a dearth of podium mics. Most of the classrooms don't have them. Most of the classrooms don't have any audio stuff right now. So that would be something to think about. We might need to buy mics, something like that. I don't know.
Okay. So if we do get approval on this, I will make it a task to get down to the office and look through each and every one of them, get an inventory of what we have, and then we can Amazon Prime something today or whatever.
Okay. The other thing I'd like to capture, ask the presenters for permission to do the videotape stuff and capture it. So I'm thinking maybe a web form that they could say yes to.
Sorry, what?
Can you hear me, Jacob?
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to get exactly what you're saying. Past webcasters?
Huh? Oh no. I said I want to gather permission from the presenters for doing the videotaping, and I'm thinking of using a web form to ask them to say yes and let them fill it out.
Um, yeah, you could do that. It's unfortunate. Well, we could also set up a select. We could also put a field on the session and have them edit their session to decline if, to opt out.
Somehow, for some reason, the presenters always seem to have trouble with the idea that they can edit their descriptions. They're always asking us to do it. I don't know why that is.
Huh.
Yeah, not only that, I think that there's a legal requirement in Washington State that you actually get permission. And so you really have to have somebody opt in to doing that, not say, I don't want it done. Because otherwise you're violating some privacy issues.
Yeah, so I'm just thinking of a web form where they go in, they put their name and click, I'm okay with it, and we save it, and we just have that.
Yeah.
No, they can do that. So if we're going to do that, we need to know the video's happening before we can send that out. So
well,
as soon as possible.
We may want to do that regardless. I know some people bring their own video cameras and whatnot, so.
Well, I mean, that's up to them. I'm just what the fest is doing.
Okay.
We also might want to state exactly what we are doing so that they can bring their own video cameras if that's their choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, I will find out for sure about video. I'm sorry, I just learned about this yesterday, so, and hopefully I can find out for sure tomorrow or Monday.
Okay.
So irregardless of whether we have equipment and videotape them, if there is video of a presentation done, is there a place to include the link to the video on, say, YouTube or Vimeo or whatever? Just like there's a place to put the notes, or do you use that same field that you now can put a PDF or whatever of your slides and just put a link in there that would take them to look at the video of the presentation?
We don't have a link for the video yet on the sessions, but that feature exists. We just haven't turned it on yet. So that's not difficult to do at all. But that is the plan. If we have video, I will turn on that feature, and there will be a link that will just essentially go to Vimeo, or, well, if we do it, it'll just go to YouTube, and then we embed the video on the page.
So if we didn't, if we don't do the videotaping and somebody videotapes their own session and puts it on YouTube, would they then be able, if we turn that on, to go and they put in the link there so that the presentation's available?
Yeah.
That might be something to think about.
Yeah, if we end up not doing video, we'll enable that, and then the difference is we'll change the permissions so that the owner of the node can do it themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, last year one of our presenters asked me to go in and just edit his presentation and put up a link to his slides.
Yeah.
After the fest was over, and that was fine.
Yeah. Cool.
So, Jacob, you got an idea about when you're going to have an answer on the video?
So tomorrow or the next day.
Today? Okay.
Tomorrow or Monday.
Yeah. Monday.
Okay. Are you, when you have an answer, can you just put it out on the .org list so that we'll all know?
Yeah. As soon as I find out, I'll let you know.
Great.
Cool.
Are we out of stuff?
I think.
I don't have a definitive answer from OSCON, but I don't think there's going to be a nonprofit pavilion this year. I have made numerous efforts to talk to people, particularly Sharon Cordes. She's not answering my emails. She's not returning my phone calls. Her assistant, who I worked with last year, is no longer at O'Reilly. Due to the management shakeup, Marcy Hennon doesn't really know what's going on with the nonprofit pavilion. There's no mention of it on the website. The sponsors and exhibitors that are listed on the website already have booth assignments. In the absence of any information at all, I have to assume that it's a no-go. If I find out to the contrary, I'll let everybody know right away. But I've never been stonewalled like this before.
Have you talked to Josh Simmons yet?
I didn't hear you.
Have you talked to Josh Simmons?
No, that's a good idea. I'll follow up with him.
He's the manager for the community manager for OSCON. I would imagine he would be one of the people. My friend Jason works at O'Reilly. I can figure out if he doesn't do OSCON, but I can see what's going on there. Josh will also be at Linux Fest.
Okay, well I will ping him over the weekend.
Okay.
I forgot about him.
So without making it a long discussion, you have any idea about just exactly what this shakeup is at O'Reilly? You know, they wholesale go through and prune out a bunch of people, or just a big upheaval?
I have no idea.
Okay.
All I know is Marcy Hennon, who's been my contact for, God, 15 years, she's all of a sudden been reassigned to, she's in charge of data, whatever that means.
Uh-oh.
And I know our friend Jason is now doing the job of 3 people as of a couple of months ago, so it sounds like it's been pretty crazy there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
Doesn't sound
Well,
good.
just if it's worth anything at all, the book business right now is really in the toilet.
Oh, yeah.
All the publishers are hurting. Printed material is just not moving. I have a friend that's in the book business, and he's about ready to get out of the book business. He's been into it. Well, remember Mitch, the half-price book guy? Yeah. And you know, it's really cutthroat now and really competitive.
Eventually there'll be one bookstore, Amazon.
In the whole world.
One bookstore, one publisher.
Amazon will be competing with Alibaba.
Well, they had that big Amazon and what's the name of that book distributor conflict that was going on that they kind of worked out and like that.
No, this is just
terrible.
Printed material in general.
Oh yeah. Well, I made the mistake of telling instructor at Evergreen State College that I get a copy of their programming languages book and that they were using in their class to be able to contribute. And then I went online, and this thing sells for over $200.
Yeah. Academic books are just
And I was
incredible.
just like, you know, people are having to promise a spleen or something, you know, to be able to have books for a quarter.
Yeah, just look at all the publishers that have merged under Informit or Inform-IT, I guess is how you pronounce it. Pearson and all those are, you know, and they're all educational folks too. You know, they're used for instruction. Go ahead, Mike.
So speaking of printed material, I had a question from the students that are leading up the survey team. So they heard surveys and they got really excited about, oh, we'll just do an online survey this year. And I told them that hasn't been a good experience in the past as far as getting feedback, that we get a much better amount of feedback if we solicit paper surveys. So, but I told them I would raise that at the meeting as what do we think about that? Would it be okay if they tried to incentivize online survey input or something like that?
I think the best thing we could do would be to use the iPads we're using for registration and use those for the surveys.
Those are going to be busy though.
What do you mean? No. Usually the survey stuff is done in the afternoon, and registration for the tablets are only needed during the busiest time in the morning.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
People wandering around.
But we still are wandering around soliciting them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but at least this time we would have like 2 we would have them on the tablet so that we don't have to have a student take that information and have to type it into the website.
Right, we'd have it automatically available.
Yeah, that's nice.
And then the other thing we haven't been able to do in the past just because we didn't have bandwidth. But my hope is also to turn, after lunch, registration is pretty dead. I would love to see registration turn into at least 2 machines or even 3 machines as survey machines and 1 as a registration machine.
Yeah.
And then if we have that survey available through those, we can also send out an email after the fest to the general population with that survey as well.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. It'd save a lot of paper too.
Yeah.
And it's a lot easier to correlate the information, if people will do it.
Yeah. We also, I'm getting some, now that Emily and I both work for an events company, I'm getting some good feedback about how to get some good questions for the survey to help maybe better direct how we ask our questions. So I don't know if we want to have a SIG about that or just have maybe a talk when we get up there, but some ideas about the actual questions that we can add or slightly modify to what we have.
Okay, that sounds good.
Cool.
I wonder if it would make any difference that if you completed your survey, you wind up being in a 1 or 2 lottery item things that you do.
That's what the students were thinking about.
Yeah, you just have automatically you're entered into the survey lottery, and then you have 3 or 3 things or something like that, and 3 lucky survey holders walk away with some prize. It just sort of moves the motivation to actually maybe turn that thing in because you'd like to have a shot at it.
Yeah, they were thinking if we could come up with a one-of-a-kind, something like a T-shirt signed by some prominent Linux person, and raffle that off as
a door prize type thing.
Yeah, a door prize.
Yeah, some kind of door prize for doing the survey.
That's cool.
Haven't the surveys always been anonymous, though?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They can still be anonymous, and the thing is that if someone has a ticket, like a roll of tickets, if the survey, surveyors have tickets, you can fill out the survey anonymously, and then they'll get a ticket, and then, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I figured they just leave their email if they want to know, if they want to be part of it.
yeah, and you don't have to put their information that puts them into the lottery tag with their survey. So all it means is that I did my survey. It doesn't mean here's what my survey feedback was.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
They're enthusiastic students that had an idea, and I told them I'd float the idea.
So would they be able to make the survey, or is that what they were looking to do, or were they
more like administer it, right?
To make the survey.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we would want the survey on the website, so we'd set that up, and then they could just point people to it.
Just trying to understand what they were excited about doing.
Well, it sounds like more of actually giving people a survey, right?
Yeah. Instead of doing the paper thing and entering stuff in, they wanted to push people to the online survey.
I see.
Yeah.
Automate it.
I really wish, what I would love to do is put them in white lab coats personally with a little penguin badge, but
I think that would be awesome.
There's lots of lab coats at BTC. We could do that.
really? I will get you a penguin badge if we can,
Greg Lee and I, we each have our blue lab coat. We got them for a joke a few years ago, so we still got them.
Yeah, if we have white lab coats that we could borrow for the students, I would totally make a badge for them that looks like a surveyor's badge to wear.
Arthur and I
Cool.
both have Arthur and I both have lab coats that we can bring up.
I'll ask around and see if like dental assisting or somebody has some lab coats we can use.
I am dressed like somebody who pulls teeth. I'd like to make a survey here.
Few moments of your time.
Say ah.
I think it'd be horrible.
I used to do it. Just,
Okay, we can talk about it when you get here.
Cool. Okay. I love it. And I love that we have some enthusiastic students because more data the better. So cool.
Okay, well, anything else?
We got to do something to blow 20 minutes, right?
No, we don't have to blow 20 minutes. We can leave early.
We could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think things are coming together. No, well, no, we're good. Yep.
Okay, well, I'm ready to sign off.
Hey, I love it when the plan comes together.
Okay, so we'll meet again next Thursday.
Yep, we'll see you there, 7 o'clock. In the flesh.
Okay.
Okay, I'll still be online next Thursday.
Okay.
Jacob, we'll have you sign that T-shirt. Well, you can autograph the T-shirt we're going to give away.
We want you to incentivize, not be incentivized.
Cool. All righty. Well, thanks, everyone.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, guys.